So here in today's Gospel, we have Matthew's story of the empty tomb. And there is something peculiarly fitting in that Mary Magdalene and the other Mary should be the first to receive the news of the risen Lord and to encounter him. They had been there at the cross, they had been there when he was laid in the tomb, and now they were receiving love's reward. They were the first to know the joy of the resurrection. And as we read the story of the first two people in the world to be confronted with the fact of the empty tomb and the risen Christ, three imperatives seem to spring out of it. Firstly, they were urged to believe. The thing is so staggering that it might seem beyond belief, too good to be true. And the angel reminds them of the promise of Jesus and confronts them with the empty tomb. His every word is a summons to believe. It is still a fact that there are many who feel that the promises of Christ are too good to be true, and that hesitation can be dispelled only by taking him as his word. Secondly, they are urged to share. When they themselves have discovered the fact of the risen Christ, their first duty is to proclaim it and to share it with others. Go tell is the first command which comes to the one who has himself discovered the wonder of Jesus Christ. And finally, they are urged to rejoice. The word with which the risen Christ meets them is the normal word of greeting, but its literal meaning is rejoice. And the one who has met the risen Lord must live forever in the joy of his presence, from which nothing can part him anymore. And finally, when some of the guard came to the chief priest and told them the story of the empty tomb, the Jewish authorities were desperately worried. Was it possible that all the planning had come to nothing? And they formed a simple plan. They bribed the members of the guard to say that Jesus' disciples had come while they slept and had stolen his body. It is interesting to note the means that the Jewish authorities used in their desperate attempts to eliminate Jesus. They use treachery to lay hold on him. They use illegality to try him. And they use slander to charge him to Pilate. And now they were using bribery to silence the truth about him. And they failed. As the Roman proverb says, great is the truth and it will prevail. It is the fact of history that not all evil machinations can in the end stop the truth. The gospel of goodness is greater than the plots of wickedness. Amen.